What's good, Horror Horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another haul video for you. And as you can tell by my background, I'm not in Horror Haven. Your boy Horror Gamer's been at the beach for the past week, and I stopped at the local Walmart. So let's check out what we got. Horror Gamer's Horror Haul, Ocean City Walmart Edition. Let's get it. That's right, guys. Like I said, I'm at Ocean City. I've been here for about a week now. That's why I haven't really been throwing anything up. Your boy Horror Gamer decided to take some time for himself and kind of like recharge the batteries. But videos are coming back starting this week, so I figured the first thing I'd do is show you guys my horror haul. So without further ado, the first one we have is a DVD, and it's called Claw. And basically it says, after blowing a tire in the middle of the desert, best friends Kyle and Julia are forced to spend the night in a remote ghost town. While they reluctantly settle in for the evening, off in the not so far away mountains, trouble brews. A velociraptor brought to life by a disgraced scientist escapes its enclosure and makes its way towards the ghost town. Hungry and aggravated, with the prehistoric predator now stalking them throughout the sprawling property and no outside help to speak of, Kyle and Julia must work together to outsmart the deadly creature in order to survive. That does not sound that bad. I mean, you can tell it's super low budget, but even the raptor right here looks pretty cool. So it looks like it's going to be a cheesy funness right here. And then the next one I got is a H0rr0rr original, and it's called Stay Out of the Attic. And this one says, a diverse group of ex-cons turned professional movers are convinced by their creepy client to pull an all-nighter for a generous pay bump. It turns out their client is a Nazi surgeon, and his living experiments are rotting in the attic. As the night progresses and rooms are cleared, they slowly uncover horrors that exist inside old Victorian mansion. Together, they must find a way to escape this house of horrors. So, stay out of the attic. Not too shabby. This is probably the weakest one that I think I bought. I mean, it looks pretty good. I said, fuck it, I'll take a chance. So, stay out of the attic. And the next one I got, it's inspired by actual events, apparently. And it's Jaws meets Dog Soldiers, and it's called Saltwater, the battle for Rommelaere Island. And this says, during the last desperate months of World War II, an Allied mission to regain Rommelaere Island off the coast of Burma ends in horror when an embattled group of soldiers find themselves trapped in dense swampland infested with deadly saltwater crocodiles. As the men are picked off one by one, the hungry reptiles, those that remain, resort to increasingly desperate measures to survive the onslaught of carnage and get off the island alive. Doesn't sound too bad. I mean, there's a picture right there of a crocodile just fucking something up right there. So, and here's the dude from Dog Soldiers. So that's pretty cool, he's in it. But doesn't look too bad. Crocodile monster flick. Why not? And this next one really caught my eye because you know your boy Horror Gamer is a huge found footage guy. And so, it says, it's not a wrong turn, it's a road to death. And this is called Ghost of Chernobyl. And it looks like it's a found footage movie. And you know your boy Horror Gamer loves these found footage movies. And this says, when a group of unsuspecting American tourists stumble across the Chernobyl exclusion zone whilst on their travels across Eastern Europe. Their intrigue quickly turns to cold fear. Evil awaits in the form of ghosts of hundreds of citizens who died trying to flee the aftermath of the explosion. It looks like the group has no hope when they meet a mysterious, barely living girl. But will she help them escape alive? And look, it has those cheesy, like, really creepy found footage effects. So, yeah, the Ghost of Chernobyl. Definitely pumped to get into this. And then my last pickup of the day. I had to do it because tomorrow is the season 11 premiere, the 11th and final season. I had to pick up The Walking Dead, the complete 10th season, to add to the collection that I already have. I already have the other 9, so I had to pick up part 10. And this says, a fiery new beginning. Winter has turned to spring, and the collected communities are grudgingly respecting the new borders imposed upon them by the ever-brutal Alpha. But our group of survivors is prepared for battle, having organized themselves into a militia-style fighting force, though they're nearly aware that the Whisperers and the horde of the dead that mingle with pose a threat unlike any they've ever faced. Paranoia, propaganda, secret agendas, infighting, all of these will test the group's individuality and collectivity. With the survival of civilization in a world filled with the Walking Dead hanging in the balance. Features the 6 additional episodes on the extended 10th season, including Negan's long-awaited backstory. Here's Negan. So for a lot of you guys who don't know, this came out like at the height of the pandemic. They were filming it as the pandemic was happening and stuff. So this was really, really broken up into some bullshit to where we had to literally wait almost a whole year just to get like a half a season or something, because it originally came out in 2019 and then it took its like mid-season break, how it normally does, from like the end of October to like February or some shit. But then with everything with the pandemic happening, we actually had to wait until the end of no, I lie. It had the whole season and everything, but instead of coming out with season 11 last year, we had to wait until October to get the extra episodes from season 10 because they didn't do any production. They didn't do anything. That's why, if you can see right here, it says 8/22/21, which is tomorrow. They literally had to halt everything. So even production on this had to wait, and that's why it's coming out a little weird this year. It's coming out at the end of August instead of like the beginning of October, the end of September, beginning of October, because it's supposed to be an elongated season, plus it's the last season. So fingers crossed they do this series justice, because this has been one of the best series on TV next to Supernatural, in my opinion. It's Supernatural, then for me it's this. But yeah, Walking Dead season 10, which is epic as shit. So, but that's right, Horror. Your boy Horror Gamer got himself a bunch of pretty awesome movies. So, without further ado, I mean, we got 2, 3, 4, 5 awesome movies. So, alright, Horror, with all that being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys. And don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button along with that ding-a-ling-ding-ding button. And every time your boy Horror Gamer throws up one of these videos, you're in the know. Also, when you're done doing that, head on over to the official Horror Gamer Patreon and see what kind of cool stuff we got going on out there. Got all kinds of stuff. And after you're done doing that, head on over to the Z Network and just see what we got going on there as well. A bunch of us creators got together and just created something special. Then when you're done doing all that, go to wherever you have your podcast, whether it be Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And check out your boy Horror Gamer and his homegirl Gabby Gore in our official podcast, Horror Haven LLC. Alright, Horror Horde. With all that being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys. It's good to be back. And until next time, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, as always, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.